Hello everyone, my name is Sierra. This is my first YouTube video, so bear with me if I'm extremely awkward and I ramble on. I'm going to try not to do that. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking about the physical fitness aspect of basic training in the Air Force. I was awarded top PT female out of, I think it was like 780 people for my basic training. So I'm extremely thankful for that, but I'm going to let you in on what I did to prepare and what the physical part of basic training was like. So this was actually my award that I got. And then I got a coin for Warhawk, which I will get into in a little bit. So what to expect? You have 3 cardio days, which includes running around a pavement circle for 30 minutes. And then you have more of a body strength calisthenic day, and that's 2 times a week. And so with the cardio day, it's straight running for 30 minutes. So if you don't think you can do that, you might want to start. You're running around for 30 minutes just in a circle. At the beginning of the workout, you do 6 intervals of 30-second sprints and 1-minute walk. And that's just to get your body warmed up and moving. And then after those 6 intervals, they start the timer and you do a 30-minute run. And after that, you stretch, and then that's your PT. On your strength days, it's more push-ups, sit-ups, what else was there? Jumping jacks, all calisthenics. That was twice a week. And that really kind of builds your upper body up for your PT test, which is very, very important. So for starters on how to prepare and how I prepared, preparation is key. If you think that you could just go into basic and be like, oh, well, I'm going to get in shape when I get there, you are wrong. There are people that were in my flight that actually got recycled because they couldn't meet the requirements of the PT. There are standards that are set for a certain age group and female or male. So majority of people going into basic are going to be in the 18 to 21-year-old range. So it's going to be, the 1.5 miles will be around 14 minutes. And then it's around 30 push-ups, I'm sure. And the sit-ups, I think, are around 25 or 30. But you think, yeah, that's a small number, and sure, I can run that. But you don't know. You don't know. A lot of people that were in my flight couldn't even do a push-up. So not being able to do 1 push-up and having to get to 30 to pass, that's difficult for some. So you need to prepare. You need get your body moving, get up, start running. That is the most important thing. What I did was I made sure I had a running chart. I'll put a link to my running chart below. But you have a running chart, and it's just basically to feel that check, like I did it. You want to start with 1 mile, get up to 1.5 miles. But for starters, you need to see if you can get to that 1.5 miles. Record your time, put it on your watch, go to a local high school track, and just run and see what time you get. That's the best way to start, and that's the best way to work up to your goal. You want to set a goal on a time basically. And if that's just meeting the requirements and passing, that's fine. You don't have to set yourself up to get top PT, female or male, or get Warhawk. But those were the goals that I set for myself, just because I wanted something much bigger than what I was. And I achieved it because I set those goals and I worked for what I wanted. I prepared and I wasn't lazy. You signed to be in the military. The military is not lazy. You have to get up, get out, start running, start doing your push-ups and your sit-ups, and the rest will come. I really believe that building your core is super important, because that'll help you with your sit-ups and it'll actually help you with your push-ups as well. If you are unable to do a push-up, for starters, try them on your knees. Get as many as you can on your knees and build up to getting on your feet and doing a couple. For sit-ups, have someone hold your feet. In the test, someone is holding your feet. You have to come up to your mid-thigh, your elbow, touch your mid-thigh. Push-ups have to be 90 degree, so that's your arm bending at a 90-degree angle. And then, so with sit-ups, have someone hold your feet, put your feet under the couch. Just that will build your core up, and you will be able to just bang out those sit-ups. It's a minute of sit-ups, a minute of push-ups, and then your timed 1.5 miles. I can't speak for any of the other branches on what their tests are like or what their PT is like in basic, but I know from experience that if you prepare for your physical fitness before basic, then you'll be okay. There's some people that didn't prepare at all. They were just like, okay, I'm gonna go. And they didn't run for a month or two before they left. They didn't do a single push-up, and their body was sore. They were hurting at basic. And if that's another thing, if you prepare, you're gonna feel less sore because your body's used to that kind of work. So get your running chart and write down your first initial time. No matter what it is, no matter if it was slower than what you wanted, it was faster, it was medium, write down that time and then work to getting a faster time. My best advice is to do your own set of intervals. So a jog, sprint, walk is what I used to do in soccer all the time. I was on 2 different soccer teams and 2 different lacrosse teams all my life. So I know how to run. My 1.5 mile time for basic was a 9:40, and then I did 66 push-ups and 65 sit-ups. So preparation is key. I'm telling you, you can achieve this goal too. And so mainly get your sprint intervals in, because that'll build up your endurance. Sprinting for 30 seconds, walking for 30 seconds, and then jogging for, let's say, 2 minutes. And do that for a full 30 minutes. I'm telling you, it will help you so much. And if you do that for a full 20-30 minutes of just the intervals, you'll be able to do a 1.5 miles like that. And a straight, steady jog, run, fast pace, slow pace, you'll be able to do it. So get your 1.5 miles first run in to write down your time, and then start practicing with your sprint intervals. Your sprint intervals, and then after a while, let's say you do your 1.5 miles once a week. Write down your time and record it. Try and get 20 seconds off, 30 seconds off each week. But at the end of the week, do your 1.5 miles, do 2 miles. So then the mile and a half when you do it seems shorter. Before you go to bed, just try and get as many push-ups as you can. Sit-ups. You could do 100 sit-ups a day, 100 push-ups a day, just in variations. Let's say you do 10 push-ups 10 times a day. That is 100 push-ups a day, and your body will honestly thank you for doing all of this preparation beforehand, because you're gonna be sore. It's a lot of walking when you first get there. I overheard one of the instructors one day. She said that your first week of training, you're walking about, I think she said like 40,000 steps a day. Like, we woke up at 3:30 in the morning for a week straight and didn't go to bed until like 11:30, because you have a bunch of appointments, like you have to get shots. There's just so many different things that your instructor will bring you to that just the time like gets away from you, and you have no control over it, so you have to do what the instructor says. So yeah, my main advice for getting through basic mentally is counting your Sundays, because that'll make the week seem a little bit shorter if you're looking forward to something. It helped me a lot, because Sunday was when you could go to church, and go to church because it is a lot of fun. It's a way to kind of escape a little bit. You get to listen to music, you get to dance, there's no instructors yelling at you, you get to laugh, you get to talk, all of that stuff. So count your Sundays and go to church. It'll help you out a lot. It helped me a lot. And for the physical part of the Air Force, preparation. Run, 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 run. Because it's in Texas, no matter what time of the year you're going to go, it's probably going to be hot. I went in mid-December and it was still hot. There were some days that it was on the colder side, but it's different air there. There's people coming from halfway across the globe. So you just need to get your body used to running a lot, breathing heavier, and going, because that's all you're going to be doing for 8.5 weeks. But I wish you the best of luck. It's not as bad as everyone thinks it is. It's basic training. Yes, you're going to get yelled at, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. But just go for your runs, do your sprint intervals, build your core, get your core stronger, doing those sit-ups, doing some flutter kicks. Planks are good for your whole entire abdomen. And then push-ups. Start on your knees if you have to, and then build up to getting your 90-degree angle, and seeing how many you can do in a minute, because that's what your test is going to be. A minute sit-ups, a minute push-ups, a 1.5 mile run. So just put your work in, and you will see the results that you want, I promise. Just, you can't be lazy. You have to prepare, you mentally and physically. So if you're leaving within the next month or 2 or 3 or 4, start now. It's never too late to start. It's never too early to start. It's actually better to start a lot earlier, because once you get to basic, if you start 3-4 months out, you'll be like, this is cake. So good luck to everyone leaving for basic. I hope this video helped you. I'll post some links below for a packing list and a running chart if you need it. But yeah, best of luck to all of you. You'll do great. Thank you for watching, and good luck again.